guys, I'm Sebastian.
I'm Christine.
This is Ninth Island Connection, but you already know that because you're watching this video, right? So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. All we do is bring you Vegas. That's why you're watching this video. You've got a trip coming up. You just want to see what's going on in Vegas. That's all you're going to find on our channel. Also, check out the description because depending on where you live throughout the country or the world, you might be able to watch our television show. So check out the description below for our television schedule and where you can watch us. Also, hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, we're threading, we're Xing, we're everywhere. We are Ninth Island Connection. We also go live every single Wednesday between noon and 1 p.m. where we bring you an update on what to expect that upcoming weekend.
Whew, okay. All right, guys, as you can see, we are back here in Vegas. We just checked into the Flamingo, and we are so excited because we've been traveling a little bit this summer, and although we started our year with 40 nights on the Strip from January to May, we've been traveling, and we haven't been in Vegas for a couple of months. And it's crazy because we're usually here every week. So we're so excited to go take a look around and see what's changed.
So the first change we noticed was that there's Diamond and 7-star parking located on the 3rd floor right near the entrance. We also saw that the NIC Express was getting a little makeover, and the bar that used to be over in the area by the spa tower by the NIC Express is now a purple zebra, so you can get those big slushy drinks. The bar that was here was hardly ever open. Purple Zebra is open 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. every day. Now the coffee shop and registration went away, of course, after Starbucks came in, but they filled this area with kiosks and a mobile bar. Now we didn't notice this earlier in the week. The first day we noticed it was on a Thursday, so they must bring it out Thursday through the weekend.
When it comes to the casino at Flamingo, one thing remains the same. It's always a great time. While we were there, though, it was pretty interesting how dead it seemed. Normally, especially in the middle of summer, Flamingo, even during the day, is popping, like fun, high energy. I mean, it's still a great time and it's still one of our favorites, and we always go to Flamingo. You guys watch our channel, you know that already. I just thought it was a little weird how slow it was, especially in the middle of summer. We actually did have fun playing some new machines like this one right here. That's one of the things with Caesars properties. Every few months, you're gonna find new machines. They do rearrange them around the casino floor, but we had fun checking them out. And as far as the sports book, there's still no seating. They have the televisions up, but it's all slot machines.
Another big change we noticed at Flamingo, which was exciting for us and especially exciting for Carlos, is they renovated the dog relief area. Now this used to be just a fenced in rectangular square of fake grass. And as you can see, they've put in some more bushes, some trees for shade, and some other fun little installations. Now this is not your typical dog relief area. This is Mr. Piffle's magical playground. If you're familiar with the show Piff, Mr. Piffles is the dog that is a part of that show, and Piff and Mr. Piffles perform at the Flamingo.
It's been years since we've had breakfast at Carlos and Charlie's. Now, we definitely go here for the happy hour, but you know what? Breakfast was actually a really good deal. Got Bloody Marys for $6.90. So we went to check out the count room because we noticed that the sign was missing and the door was locked. So not sure what's going on there. According to their website though, it does say that they're still open. So who knows? Gordon Ramsay still making progress. Yes, another Gordon Ramsay spot coming to Vegas. This is going to be a burger joint where Margaritaville was and the Bird Bar. They still have slot machines here though, so not sure what's going on there. It pretty much looked like people just sitting around over there though. This is where the Bird Bar used to be, our favorite spot to sit and people watch. That is gone forever. This is going to be part of the Gordon Ramsay burger, just like they have at Planet Hollywood, that's coming to Flamingo. This is where Margaritaville used to be over on the LinQ Promenade side. They had a great rooftop. And you guys, we told you about this previously. Their lease was up in June and they decided not to renew after being here a couple decades at least. Not sure what's going to replace this area here, but we know that this is prime real estate. Across from the Habitat, where Flamingo's 24-hour cafe used to be, is Havana. Now, this says coming soon, and it's said coming soon for a really long time. Nobody could give us any clue on when they thought it would be open, so we'll just have to keep checking and see. I'll tell you what, Caesars finds something they like, and they just repeat it all up and down the strip. This is the third Vanderpump that's going to be opening over at Flamingo. This one is called Pinky's by Vanderpump. We'll see. This is right outside of Cromwell and Flamingo. Now, we did see signage inside where it says coming fall of 2024. There it is right there, but you never know.
And lastly, there's a new addition of a duck over in the Habitat at Flamingo, and this is George, who moved over there from the Mirage. Now, we're not exactly sure which duck that's in the Habitat is George. He's not wearing a name tag or anything like that, but according to all the news on George and the relocation of what was going to happen to him, the Flamingo Habitat became his new home.
As always, we did have to go down the LinQ Promenade. We hang out down here all the time, and you guys already know that if you watch our channel. Thankfully, they did have misters on because it was 114 degrees, but you know what, with the misters, it's really not that bad at all. It was pretty empty though because of the heat. I don't know where the people were though, because they weren't in the casino. Maybe everybody was at the pool except for us. One thing that we did notice though is the cake machine that used to be here, Buddy V's cake machine that was here, is gone and has been replaced by a cotton candy machine, which I thought was kind of strange to have a cotton candy machine in the middle of Vegas. Never seen it before, but you know what? It is Vegas, so whatever.
Of course, one of the places we missed was In and Out, so that was definitely on our list for a bite to eat. Now typically this place can get so busy that there's a line out the door. Fortunately, it wasn't too busy, but still because it was so hot, it was pretty crowded inside. So we decided to take ours to go.
If you didn't know, all of the change from these fountains does go to local charities in the Vegas Valley. Don't let your kids climb in the water and pick up the change. I did let them know. After that, we grabbed our In-N-Out, headed back up to the room because it was so hot outside and crowded in In-N-Out. This is always a great idea. We did head back to the LinQ Promenade that evening just because it's just so cool to be out there. There's music, there's a light show, there's places to sit and just chill, have a drink, and it does cool down to the 80s, so it's not as bad as the daytime.
In addition to In and Out, we decided to grab breakfast at Off the Strip. Now this was the first time that we've ever eaten breakfast here. And it was their $18.99 steak and eggs special that brought us in there. Now that's not the steak and eggs, that was my healthy choice. There's the steak and eggs, that's what Sebastian wanted for breakfast.
We always have a good time in the LinQ. It's high energy, the music's a little bit louder, and we love it. It was kind of dead in here too, which was strange because normally the LinQ has a younger crowd and is more of a party atmosphere. I did also notice that it was freezing in this particular property, colder than any of the other ones, so you're gonna wanna have a light jacket even when it's 114 degrees so that you don't freeze in the casino. So overall, nothing has changed with the LinQ as far as the casino or dining. Everything is exactly the same.
I was definitely happy that my Wavo machine was still there, and even happier because I actually won money.
Congratulations on your big win!
We did notice that registration moved all the way to the opposite side from where it used to be located. And also, we noticed that the theater for the new Spiegelworld show is actually completed. This is known as the Glitter Loft, and this is going to be where the disco show is going to be performing. That's not going to happen until August 14th. And they're going to kick that off with shows running Wednesday to Sunday 2 shows each night. Now, Spiegelworld, if you're not familiar, they're the creators of Absinthe over out in front of Caesars, and Opium inside of the Cosmopolitan, and Atomic Saloon in the Grand Canal Shops at Venetian.
One thing that we did notice that we thought was a little unusual was that there was music in Carnival Court day and night. Typically, they would only have it on the weekends, but we were here on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and people were having a great time. Great to see that coming back. And then, of course, we headed over to Harrah's. Right there on the left, as soon as you walk in, is the piano bar, which is always a great time. One thing that we did notice is that they added stools outside that wasn't there before. It was standing room only, but it was really cool to see. We did watch for a bit. Always great music, great performers over here. After we were done, we decided to go do some gambling. As far as the casino goes, there's really no changes at all. All of the dining is the same. We found our favorite slot machines right where they were 2 months ago when we left them.
Now, another place that we missed that we eat at frequently whenever we're on the Strip is Pizza Cake. This is Buddy V, the Cake Boss's restaurant that he co-owns with his father-in-law who had a pizzeria in New Jersey. And yes, there's pizza everywhere in Vegas, but this is our favorite. And then, of course, we had to watch some of the karaoke happening in the piano bar.
We even decided to check out Casino Royale, which is a favorite of many people. We walked through on our way to White Castle, and we actually did try our luck on a couple of machines. Some people love White Castle, some people hate White Castle. I'm on Team Love, and you know what? For me, it's really the nostalgia taking me back to my childhood in New York.
We were glad that we were able to get here in time to check out the last day of the Mirage and catch the last volcano show, although it was really sad walking through the property. And now, as you can see here, everything is closed off around the Mirage. There's fencing up, there's plywood up, and construction is going to get started for the Hard Rock.
We also decided to check out Caesar's Palace. We were busy over these 3 days. I tell you what, we did a lot of walking. We did notice that Caesar's seemed to be busier than the other properties, but it still wasn't as busy as it can get. We decided to do some gambling on the Bank Buster, and we wound up winning about $300.
And since Caesar's Palace is so close to Bellagio, we headed across over to Bellagio to see what was going on over there. We did notice along the way that some of the bougie shops that are in the entryway that connect when you're coming from Caesar's or Horseshoe and heading towards Bellagio Casino, some of those shops have been closed down. Typically, Bellagio is a pretty busy property with a lot of foot traffic, and it wasn't too bad. This is pretty empty for the lobby at Bellagio. So, but again, this was midweek. And of course, the reason we came into Bellagio is the Bellagio Conservatory, because this was the first time that we've got to see the summer display. As always, it was beautiful, and this is free, open 24/7, and just one of those things that we always have to do when we're on the Strip. This particular display will be here at Bellagio until September 7th, and then they take a week to change over to the fall.
And last but certainly not least, we decided to head on over to the Cromwell, which really not a lot of changes there. They also did get rid of their cake vending machine as well, which is really interesting. But they do have some new happy hours over at Giada's and the bar that you see right there. It's such a fun vibe here. We always pop in and do some gambling and get some drinks over at the Cromwell. The casino was pretty quiet, but that's what we like about the Cromwell. It's never crazy busy there. We can always get on our favorite machines.
I was really excited to see that my Buffalo Grand was still there, and even more excited that I actually won some money on it.
We love staying at the Flamingo because you have such easy access to all of these other properties. That's a wrap on this one, guys. We were so happy to be back after being on vacation for 2 months, back in our favorite city right here for 3 nights. We had a great time. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. All we do is bring you Vegas like this video right here. Check us out on social media. We're Instagramming, we're TikToking, we're threading, we're everywhere. We are 9th Island Connection. We also go live every Wednesday between noon and 1 p.m. when we bring you an update on what's going on that upcoming weekend. Before I forget, we have a television show that airs throughout the country every week, several times a week. Check out the description below so that you can see how you can watch it.
9th Island Connection highlights Las Vegas businesses, entertainment, events, and activities on and off the Strip, keeping our viewers connected with the 9th Island of Las Vegas. From local mom and pop restaurants to those owned and operated by top chefs, from kitchen action to the inspiration behind the dishes, we deliver the culinary creations of Vegas. From Las Vegas entertainers and athletes to all of the exciting activities and experiences around the Vegas Valley, we keep our viewers connected with all of the excitement that the entertainment capital of the world has to offer. Of course, we can't forget about the casinos that make Vegas, Vegas. With exclusive tours of the incredible amenities and beautiful accommodations, getting right in the heart of the casino floor action and entertainment, as well as interviews with casino owners, CEOs, GMs, and executive chefs, we bring the Las Vegas Casino into our viewers' homes. Highlighting lesser-known areas like the Fremont East District, the Arts District, and Brewery Row, we bring attention to these small businesses that have become fast favorites in the local community. We bring our viewers a complete Vegas experience. We also invite our viewers along as we venture into the great outdoors of the Las Vegas Valley, sharing short road trips, hikes, and the unique sights found in the Mojave Desert. Great people, great stories, great connections, only on Ninth Island Connection.